Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. As you know, we are discuss about the Power Plant Engineering Unit 1. The last lecture is yours, layout structure of power plant. Now we are discussing about the economic of power plant. Means what? Cost of production of electrical energy. Means whatever we are generating the electricity from the power plant, that should be in terms we have to calculate whether the power generation is good and it is sufficient for the electricity department, for domestical purpose, for residential purpose, or industrial purpose. We have to know about these all terms and definitions. Economic means in terms of power plant engineering is cost of production of electrical energy. How much cost we are spending by we are supplying the sources to the power plant, and then power plant produce the power from the sources and generate the energy in the generator, and that energy goes to the power transmission systems, and that power transmission system, the electricity divided into the for domestical, residential purpose and industrial purpose and companies purpose. So first of all we have to know how much we are applying the sources, how much the capacity and amount of material we are giving to the power plant sector to develop or to produce the power from the power plant. So first of all we have to know the terms and definitions. What is connected load? The connected loads, we can say that the connected load is the energy consumed and component of all the combination of continuous rating all of receiving apparatus on consumer premises which is connected to this system. Generally we can say that the connecting rods is nothing but the energy, how much the energy is converted system and circuit component, device or equipment are operating, all drawing power at the same time. The connecting load is nothing but whatever we are doing in that system by operating, by connecting device or equipment, these all things comes under in the connected load. In that connected load, all the things, the equipment of the power plant and the device and components, and after that we are operating that components, these all comes under in connected load, and that connected load is a system under the consideration. What is demand? Demand is nothing but, generally we can say that the demand is as per the customer requirement demand. We can say that the demand generally, but in terms of power plant engineering we can say that the demand is how much the capacity of power required to the customer in terms of kilowatt. Because of demand we are generating the power energy, that power, the unit of power is called kilowatt, and it is drawn from the sources of supply where we are applying the sources of energy through the through the power plant and produce the power, and and after that the power will goes to the inverter and power transmission system and comes into the AC or DC supply. This is your general cycle. As you know already, we discussed about this layout structures of the power plant. Now we are considering the terms and condition. In that we are discussed just now demand. Maximum demand is nothing but if sometime for example, if sometime all customers want demands, or that demands comes under in one single power plants at the same time, it's considering the greatest demand, or we can say the great demand. Sometime it may be happen 1 or 2, 3 or 4 customers want power energy, and at the time of movement we have to produce more power energy. That is, we can say that the peak load, or we can say that the maximum demand. Load curve. What is load curve? The load curve is nothing but we can see in terms of graph load variation. If the load is applying on the power plant, the curve will be make more than the limit of the area. If the load will be decreased, the curve is also will be decrease from the peak level point. Reason for fluctuation in load. What is fluctuation? Fluctuation is nothing but the rising the load capacity. Sometime maybe it falling, means up and down condition, that is called fluctuation of load. If sometime the load is more, if some as per the requirement of customer, if sometime the load is decreased. So what is the reason in the where we are seeing these things? Daily variation, we can see the daily variation. If sometime in terms of daily, the load will be variation, some power plant will be there. Consider weekly variation is there, season variation is there. Nowadays we can see that the season variation is there must, because of we don't know when the season will climate will change, but as per the average condition of our scientists and our geological backgrounds, they are telling to us the climate will change or variation in some time, and they are giving our notice also. So at the period of time we have to produce more energy, more power energy. If we want to produce more power energy, we should supply the more sources to the power plant. For the simple fundamental is there. If we want to supply the more sources to the power plants, it seems the load is supplying to the more. Randomly variation, it may be happened. Long term growth, it's also happened. Next is load profile. Load profile. What is load profile? Load profile, it is a type of a graph is that we can see a load versus time. Depend upon the customer type, like residential, commercial and industrial. Load profile is nothing but the load profile, how the variation of electrical load versus time, how much the load is applying and how much the time is taken to generate the power. That is the load profile. Again I am telling to you, remember what I am saying to you, how much the load is electrical load is applied versus the time. That is your load profile. We can see that the load profile in that graph section. In that graph section, the variation of graph we can see in that variation of graph, the one side will be electrical load is there and other side will be the time is there. We can consider the load versus time. According to the customer, we can consider if the customer belongs to the residential, if the customer belongs to the commercial, and as if the customer belongs to the industrial sector, then we can consider the load profile. As we discussed just now, the load curve is the amount of electricity customer use over a period of time. Load curve is how much the amount of electricity is used customer as per the requirement customer. We have generated the electricity and how much the customer is utilizing that energy with that period of time. That is the load curve. Means again I am telling what is the load curve. Load curve is, remember and carefully listening my words everyone. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me the doubts in that comment section, or else you can ask me directly through the mail. And everyone having, I think, my phone number also, you can contact my number after the class. Please watch video carefully and total video, how much the hour duration will be there. For your 1 hour video, hour duration will be there, and that section you should watch carefully and attention will be there your sides, then only you can easily understand. Okay, so back to the work. Load curve, just now we discussed the amount of electricity, how much the amount of electricity is used from the customer with that the period of time. That is called load curve. Load duration curve, it is the similar one from the load curve only, but the information same, but the represented of the load duration curve is different compared to load curve. Because of why it is different from load curve to load duration curve? Because of the curve are usually useful in the selection of generator unit for supply electricity. Here the load duration curve, we are considering the how much the electrical power is generated for supplying of electricity. As per the generator's units, we are considering the load variation curve. Here the load duration curve. After that, the load curve, and inside of load duration curve is 3 terms. Again I am telling, inside of load duration curve having 3 terms. First one is load curve, daily demand curve, load variation. In these 3 terms we are considering the load duration curve for the selection of generator units for how much the supplying of electricity is there. Okay. Factors of performance and variation. Just now we discussed about the variation. Here the variation we have discussed the 5 variations: daily, weekly, season, random, long term growth. These are the different types of variation we discuss here. After that, how the variation will perform and which factor we have to consider if the variation will perform. So load factor, we have to consider the load factor, how much load is acting on the power plant, on the equipment, on the machineries. Then next, capacity factor, whether the capacity of the factor will be same or not as per the machine, as per the power plant. We have to see that beyond the limit we cannot proceed. If we can proceed, means maybe the breakdown will be definitely comes, or it may be damage also. Utility factor, if sometime it may be happen, sometime beyond the limit or inside of the limit of the capacity of the power plant, we can in that case sometimes the equipments maybe it may be run not properly. That time we have to take the utility factor. How we will take the utility factor? As per our terms and condition and requirement, as per to do our work within the time. Sometimes it may be happen the some of the components of the power plant may be not properly work. That time we have to consider the utility factor. Diversity factor. Diversity factor is a different one, is there to divert the factors, and availability factor, demand factor, plant, and the last use is plant use factor. These are the brackets having a small symbols or small short forms of that factors. Plant use factor, each and every we are discussing in deep, not we are discussing the single word. So next I am considering the every factor in deep explanation to know you easily about that factor. Next one is load factor. First one, just now we discussed about the load factor. In that load factor we have to consider the calculation part. This is our calculation parts. So here we have to consider the fundamental formula. What is load factor? That is the ratio of average load demand to the peak load demand during a certain prescribing period of time. We can say that other than load factor is equal to average load demand at delta Tx by peak load demand at delta Tx. Means load factor is equal to how much average load demand. Means if some for example the 4 customers want some demands, that 4 customer demands we can consider here the average of 4 customer. The average of 4 customer is divided by the limit of the power plant, and the last limit of the power plant to take a demand, that should have to consider in terms of peak load demand. The capacity of the limit of the to take the load as per the power plant, that is called peak load demand. Average load demand at delta Tx by peak load demand, that is your load factor. Got it everyone? And another one we can say that the load factor in terms of energy, we can say energy consumed during delta Tx by maximum demand x delta Tx. How much the energies want to consume the customer, that is energy consumed, and divided by how much we can produce, maximum demand, and how as per the customer, that is called peak load demand, or we can say that the maximum demand. Load factor is equal to energy consumed during delta Dx by maximum demand. Got it everyone? Now next one is capacity factor. Just now the second one is capacity factor. Again I am telling to you, the second one is capacity factor. Third one is utility factor. As per this standard form, we can discuss each and every one here. So remember, make sure to your attention. Capacity factor is defined as the ratio of actual output of power plant over a period of time. So it is output, if had operate at full rate capacity the same period of time. CF applied to power generation. Capacity factor is nothing but generally we can say that the capacity, how much actual output during it, how much we have to take the output from the power plant, and that divided by as per the customer, and that divided by output that could be produced at the rate plant operating during it. Sometimes the demand will be less as per the power plant produce the energy. So that time we have to consider the capacity factor. We are having power plant and we produce more energy, but the customer requirement is less. But sometimes the customer requirement is more. At the rate of time, we have to consider the capacity factor, that is called equal to actual output during it by output that could be produced at the rate plant operating during it. How much the customer is required as per the producing power energy, and divided by how much the power plant will produce. The next ACF. ACF is yours. We can say that the ACF, yours actual capacity factor, is equal to annual kilowatt per hour produced by plant capacity, kilowatt into per hour by year. Here the annual capacity factor is, every power plant having annual capacity factor is there. We can consider how much we are generating in the power energy from this whole year. We have to know about this, because of if we are considering the low, then we can proceed to develop in the next year. Then only we can upgrade it, and we can say that we can develop our power plant and ourselves. So that's why annual capacity factor is considering the every year how much we are generated and how much we are generated for the customer requirement, how much we should have to generate. These two things we have to divide and calculate the percentage. If the percentage is below the range, we have to think about this more, and we have to produce more, and we have to give to the customer more. Then only we can develop our production, and we can then only we can develop our production also. Here the two questions are there about this capacity factor and load factor. These two questions, in that like these two questions will be there in your exam also. So please be careful, listen what I am telling to you. Is capacity factor the same as efficiency? Here the answer is there, but your thought, what is this? Capacity factor, is the capacity factor the same as efficiency? No, because of every power plant and equipments having different type of different efficiency rate. If some these are the all are artificial things, these are the all are living things having also efficiency. As per the increasing of the life, the efficiency will be decreased. So the efficiency will not be same as per the capacity factor. In the earlier one, starting one, the capacity is more to consume the and to produce the energy. After we are maintaining the power plant also, after that it will decrease slowly. So that's why the answer is no, and they are not really related. Efficiency is the rate of useful output to the effort input. Efficiency is depend upon how much we are producing the energy in that output to the effort of input, how much we are producing the energy, and that with the efficiency are thermal, like thermal, mechanical and electrical efficiency. Electrical efficiency means for the generator we are producing the energy. Mechanical, turbine, we are using here the compression turbine and condenser. These are the thermal, mechanical or electrical efficiency. In that, how much we are producing and how much we are taking the work from these sources, it will be goes on decrease for the period of time, for the period of year, after that year by year it will decrease, and the efficiency of the compared to the initial first year and after the 5 years it will be not be same. The efficiency, how much the efficiency will lose most of the turn into a heat in atmosphere. If the efficiency will goes to the less, it seems the heat energy, how much the heat energy is producing in the power plant, that it will goes to the atmosphere. That is our wastage. For instead average efficiency, the US electricity generation is infrastructure about 35%, that is because is most thermal plant. That's why the power plants, in that power plant we are considering the electrical generation that with that as per the level of power plant infrastructure to, and in that in the surrounding area of the power plant we are not considering the domestic areas or residential areas, because of year by year or we can say the time by time the efficiency will decrease. If the efficiency is decreased means whatever the heat energy is producing in that power plant, that it will be rises and goes to the outside in that atmosphere. Here is a higher capacity factor better? Yes, definitely, because if the power plant having capacity is more to consume and to produce, it seems it's a good advantage for us. We can produce more here. If we want to produce more, we can give more also. If we want to produce more power energy, we have to give also more. For initial basis inlet, more cost, more we can say that the cost of electrical sources, we have to give more, then only we can produce more energy from the higher capacity factor. Okay, next, reserve capacity. In our system, for example, in our system we can see that whenever we are installing the hard drive in that system, some amount of GB will taken the hard disk from the Windows for the reserve capacity. Like that, the every power plant having taking from reserve capacity, because of that will take the reserve capacity for the initial basic uses, like difference between the total rate capacity of all units in the grid network and the except peak demand of the system. We can say the reserve, we can easily find the reserve capacity value is equal to how much load factor will be there and minus by capacity factor. How much load factor is acting on the power plant as per the customer level, that should be minus to capacity level of the power plant. After that, whatever the remaining value is there, that is your reserve capacity. If sometime beyond is there, if sometime the beyond limit of the capacity of the power plant, so at the time of movement, what we will have to do, the reserve capacity will take the decision and take the and balancing the capacity. If it is inside of the limit, it will balance, where the normal value of reserve capacity usually maintain about 20%. Means capacity factor is for example 60% is their capacity factor for steam power plant. Take an example for steam power plant. Steam power plant should have to produce 60% of, for example I am saying, not I am saying to accurate value, for example 60% to generate the power. If the requirement of the generating of power is more than 60% or 80%, for example load factor is 80%, 80 minus by 60, how much the 20% is remaining? 80 minus by 60, 80 minus 60 is 20% is there. That is 20%. We have to take more capacity. So where we will take From the reserve capacity we can take the 20% and we can balance this power plant, and then we can produce the power energy. Utility factor. What is utility factor? Utility factor is defined as the maximum demand of plant by rate capacity of the plant. How much maximum demands will take the plant, and how much the rate of capacity of the plant will produce. Demand, how much the demand will take as per the terms and condition, how much the demand of power generator power plant will take, as per the limit power plant will take, and maximum utility factor is nothing but the maximum demand. If sometime the maximum demand beyond the limit, beyond the rate capacity of the plant limit, sometime the maximum demand will take. So at the time of movement we have to consider the utility factor, how we can utilize this factor, how we can consider this maximum demand, where we have to put the new equipment in that power plant layout, then only we can consider, or with the help if the maximum demand is increased, with the time change we can produce the power more within beyond the time limit. With the time limit we have to think like this, or we can see the how much the maximum how much the rate of producing of power within the time, within the 1 minute, or we say that the within the 1 hour, 1 hour the how much the producing of power. As per the power 1 hour we can calculate, and we can consider if possible the maximum demand, and then maximum demand divided by the how much the capacity is there power plant, and that divided the answer will comes. That answer we have to consider the utility factor. Maximum demand is equal to maximum load into load factor. How we can find the maximum demand value is nothing but is equal to the maximum load, how much the load we are applying, and into load factor, how much the load factor is there. Maximum load कितना हम maximum load is applied, and into load factor how much. We have to multiply these two things, then we can easily get the value of maximum demand. Diversity factor is there, and availability factor or demand factor is there. The next one is plant use factor, and electricity power generation cost is there, and initial base, economical base, fuel cost, and the operating maintenance cost, and these are the things. The diversity factor, we will discuss the diversity factor in the next section of your class. Make sure to give your attendance in the comment section, or else we are giving to you the Google form also. In that Google form, the link Google form link will be provided with this video also. So whenever you are watching the video, please be carefully watch this video, as well as make sure to give your attendance in that comment section. If you are not giving me the attendance, I cannot help you in that your credit score, or else your attendance 75% attendance should be there. Then only you can proceed from the internal basis for your exams. Internal basis your calculation exams will be conducted if your 75% attendance will be there. So make sure to give me your attendance in that comment section. Thank you very much. Good night.